On Halloween night, a group of strangers found themselves stuck in an old spooky house. The air was crisp with the smell of fallen leaves as they approached the mansion at the end of Shadow Lane. None of them knew why they were there. There was Amanda, a journalist, Mike, a thrill seeker, Sarah, a librarian who liked spooky stuff, James, a lawyer who didn't believe in ghosts, and Emma, a rebellious teen. The mansion, known as the Hollow Manor, had a dark past. People said it was cursed, and if you went in on Halloween, you'd be stuck until morning. The strangers stepped inside, and the heavy door closed behind them. Inside, it was dark, and the creaky floors added to the spooky atmosphere. The air smelled old and musty, and the only sound was the wind outside. As they explored, strange things started happening. Shadows moved on their own, and whispers echoed in the hallways. Sarah felt something cold on her shoulder, but when she turned, no one was there. Mike laughed at everyone, thinking it was all in their heads. As the night went on, the mansion got scarier. Doors slammed, candles flickered, and the group gathered in the grand hall, scared. Amanda, the journalist, decided to find out more about Hollow Manor. She discovered a tragic story about a family that met a terrible end in the house. The father went mad, thinking the house wanted their souls. The group got spooked. James, the skeptic, started to doubt his logic. Emma felt a cold wind and saw something move in the shadows. They tried to leave, but the door was stuck. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped. As the night got darker, they saw ghosts and strange things. Sarah saw a woman in an old wedding dress crying. Mike saw doors slamming open, showing scary scenes. Emma heard a child laughing. Amanda found an old wire board and, against warnings, tried to talk to the spirits. The group felt a weird force as the planchette moved, spelling "release us." The room got freezing, and candles flickered wildly. The group, scared but together, searched for a way to break the curse. They found a ritual that might free the trapped spirits. In a room, they performed the ancient ceremony, saying the names of the family who suffered in the house. The air crackled, and slowly, the ghosts faded away. The door that held them prisoners swung open, and dawn's light filled the mansion. As they left, relief mixed with disbelief on their faces. The once haunted Hollow Manor stood quiet. They looked back, wondering if the spooky events were just a strange dream or if the echoes of the past still lingered, waiting for the next souls to cross its threshold on a Halloween night. The strangers stumbled out into the light of dawn, the air feeling different, lighter. As they left the mansion behind, they exchanged glances, unsure if what they had experienced was real or just a collective nightmare. The Hollow Manor stood tall, its secrets hidden once again. They walked away from Shadow Lane, the morning sun breaking through the remaining darkness of the night. The group, once strangers, now shared a bond forged in fear and uncertainty. Emma, the rebellious teenager, looked back at the mansion, a mix of curiosity and trepidation in her eyes. "I never believed in ghosts," James, the skeptic, admitted, shaking his head. "But what happened in there? I can't explain it." Amanda, the journalist, nodded in agreement. "There's more to that place than just old stories. We experienced something beyond our understanding." As they reached the end of Shadow Lane, the group dispersed, each heading in their own direction. They carried with them the memories of that haunting night, forever etched in their minds. The sun had fully risen, casting its warm glow on the town that had unknowingly harbored the haunted mansion. In the days that followed, the strangers couldn't shake the feeling that they had unraveled a piece of the supernatural. Amanda, driven by her journalistic instincts, started researching the history of the Hollow Manor. She delved into archives, old records, and local legends, determined to find answers. Meanwhile, Mike, the thrill seeker, sought solace in the company of others. He attended Halloween parties and shared his chilling tale, the bravado in his voice thinly veiling the lingering unease. Sarah, the librarian, found herself drawn to the occult section of her library, searching for explanations in ancient texts and forgotten lore. James, the once skeptic lawyer, couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that something had changed within him. His logical mind wrestled with the inexplicable events of that night. Emma, the rebellious teenager, filled her sketchbook with images from the mansion, capturing the eerie scenes that still haunt her dreams. Days turned into weeks, and Halloween became a distant memory. Yet, the Hollow Manor lingered in their thoughts. Amanda's research led her to discover more tales of haunted houses and restless spirits. She wondered if the mansion had somehow imprinted itself on the fabric of their lives. One evening, the strangers received an anonymous package. Inside, they found old photographs of the Hollow Manor, showing a family long gone. Alongside the pictures was a note: "You freed us. Thank you." The group reconvened, sharing the mysterious gift. The air seemed charged with a quiet acknowledgement, a shared understanding that the haunted mansion had released its grip on them. The Hollow Manor, once a place of terror, had found peace. As Halloween approached again, the strangers found themselves drawn back to Shadow Lane. The mansion stood, still and silent, a mere relic of the supernatural tale that had unfolded within its walls. They glanced at each other, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. The Hollow Manor, now devoid of its haunting aura, seemed to whisper a final farewell as the strangers walked away, their shared nightmare fading into